Welcome, everybody. It's the Milky Way podcast. I'm your host, Noah. Let's get into it. We are a new podcast, a new upcoming podcast. Hopefully, just like to give a little introduction on what we're about. See if you like it. I'm sure you will. We have something for everybody here. So I'm your host. We have my best friend Matthew for the co-host. Three other co-hosts: Aiden, older brother; Cody, older brother; and Emily, Cody's girlfriend. So there's five of us included in this amazing podcast. So they'll be my co-hosts. Sometimes there'll be three of us on here. Sometimes there'll be two of us. So at some point it'll either be me or me and two other people, me and somebody else. It'll never be a solo podcast, and I doubt that all five of us will be on one, but that'll definitely be something that I'll look forward to and try to get. Let's just talk about the podcast. So we don't have everything figured out yet, but we do know a little bit of what we're going to do so far. So we have scary stories, scary Reddit stories, Twitter stories. Whenever we'll do that in the podcast, everybody will find one and read it out loud. True, fake. If you guys even want to, you can send some in to us and we might read those. Theories, movie theories, video game theories, real world theories. That's something me and Matthew share a common interest in. So yeah, really, really fun. Drafts. If you watch Nowadays podcast, everybody knows what drafts are. We'll all pick a top five of that category. For example, music genres. We'll all pick our top five favorites, characters, movies, TV shows, video games, all that junk. Movie reviews. So usually we'll all go together to watch movies. So we'll see them probably like a day or two after they come out, maybe even the day that they come out in theaters. So spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, then obviously skip that part. It will be chopped up into sections, so 15 minutes of this, 15 minutes of that, and so it'll be, if you're watching on YouTube, which I'll get into in a minute, it'll tell you which part ends that, so you can just skip that part and go on through the rest of the podcast without having to listen to the spoilers. So, um, but much more to come. We are really looking forward to this. I've only had this thought for a little bit, but feels like forever, and I'm glad that I'm finally being able to do it. I have the stuff that I need. I mean, we're not all the way figured out yet, but we'll be there. But anyway, this is actually not our setup, and this won't be the mic quality that we have. There is another setting that we'll be using so it can pick up everybody around us instead of having to be this close and pass it around. It'll just be annoying that way. So this actually isn't our background, like I was saying. This is just something I threw together last night because I knew I'd have to make this intro sooner or later. But we're actually working on finishing the background right now. So there's some eye candy for you YouTube watchers. Speaking of YouTube, we have three different socials we'll be on. We have TikTok for clips and bloopers. After each video, we'll post them both. Um, that'll be for our TikTok users, and that's actually where this video will be at, only on TikTok. Um, YouTube is for the people that want to watch our podcast, and Spotify is for the people who want to listen to it. Maybe you're driving, just all that fun stuff. So, it's I'm going to talk about the future now. So, the future, it's crazy to already be talking about it, but it's a fun thought to think that this might go somewhere. But merch, it'd really be cool to have some, and but that all depends on you guys. If you really like this, send this to your friends, and if you want merch, uh, keep watching, be consistent, a consistent viewer. Go follow us on all three socials. I'll put them right here, and send them to your friend. Like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you need. And at some point we might, make us some merch. So, uh, Anyway, let's talk about sponsors. Also, something very early to talk about, but I want to get it down. I have talked to some people already, and we do actually have some for the near future. But to have sponsors, you got to have views. So once again, you guys send it to your friends. Subscribe, follow us, like, share. Any of that would really, really help. So we would really appreciate that. But that's pretty much it. That's the rundown of the Milky Way. There's way more to come, and if you guys want to see some stuff on here, comment, give us, send a message. Let us know. Let us know what you want to see, and it might be on here. Who knows? So, yeah, this is the Milky Way podcast, and I hope to see you on our very first episode coming out really soon. So stay tuned. See you later.